They sing of God, marriage, and peace, values most rock stars won't touch. They became the biggest band in the world by breaking all the rules. You too are legends. They're
Marley into the Hall of Fame. Amen. I want to tell John Bonham, John Paul Jones, Robert Plant.
This is from 1997's Pop Mart Tour, and this is from the 1993 Zooropa Tour. This is for his character Macfisto, and as he used to say on stage, off with the horn and on with the show. And that's exactly what you get when Bono steps up to the podium. You know you're in for a long, and some might say too long, but nonetheless moving tribute to a rock and roll legend.
I like to think of myself as bringing wind to the occasions. Long, windy, rhapsodic, prosaic, speechifying, ranting, raving. I'm good at it.
He's a talker and a charmer and an eloquent man. He's got the gift, that Irish gift.
He's inducted The Who, Bob Marley, Bruce Springsteen, and Island Records founder Chris Blackwell. It's obvious that Bono takes the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame very seriously, but his induction speeches are pretty humorous, like when he welcomed Bruce Springsteen in 1999.
My vibe on Bruce Springsteen was as long as my speech was going to be. It would never be as long as one of his shows. Bruce is a very unusual rock star, isn't he, really? I mean, he hasn't done the things most rock stars do. He got rich and famous. He never embarrassed himself with all that success. You should at least have lost your looks. Everyone else has. Do you see them? It's like Madame Tussauds back there. Bruce has played every bar in the USA and every stadium. Credibility, you couldn't have more unless you were dead. But Bruce Springsteen, you always knew, was not going to die stupid. He didn't buy the mythology. It screwed so many people. Instead, he created an alternate mythology, one where ordinary lives became extraordinary and heroic. More than a boss, he's the owner. Because more than anyone else, Bruce Springsteen owns America's heart.
Remember, you always want an Irishman to give your induction speech. I'd like to thank my mother, Adele, for that Christmas Eve a night like the one outside when we stood outside the music store and I pointed to the Sunburst guitar and she had that $60 and I said, I need that one. She got me what I needed, and she protected me and provided for me 1,000 other days and nights. So thanks, Mom. This is yours tonight. Take it home as a small return on the investment you made in your son. I gotta thank the mighty men and women of the E Street Band. Mills Lofgren, Danny Federici, Gary Talent, Roy Bitton, Max Weinberg, Stevie Van Zandt, Patty Scalfer. She busted the boys club big time. It went like this. Okay, fellas, there's gonna be a woman in the band. We need someone to sing all the high parts. How complicated can it get? Thank you, baby. You hit all the high notes. You're tougher than the rest.
Now this is the important part. They made that change of town and the big man joined the band.
Last but not least, Clarence Clemens. For 15 years, Clarence has been a source of myth and light and enormous strength for me on stage. I want to thank you, big man. I love you so much. So, my great band, your presence tonight honors me, and I wouldn't be standing up here tonight without you, and I can't stand up here now without you. Please join me.
Now, in 1994, Bono was asked to pay tribute to the late, great Bob Marley, who'd been inducted along with Rod Stewart and the Grateful Dead. Bono took the humor down a notch or two to praise one of his all-time heroes, but he still managed to get a few laughs in.
He wanted everything at the same time and was everything at the same time. Prophet, soul rebel, Rasta man, herbs man, wild man, a natural mystic man, ladies man, island man, family man, Rita's man, soccer man, showman, shaman, human, Jamaican.
Bob Marley, the Jamaican, Bob Marley, Rita's man. You know, raising his fist and just had like a gospel meeting, had everybody up on their feet.
These are people that have turned my life upside down by their words and music. I owe them some kind of articulate response.
In 1990, Bono joined the rest of U2 to welcome The Who into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Other inductees that year included the Kinks, along with Simon and Garfunkel. It was Bono's first time at the podium for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he zeroed straight in on his favorite rock and roll endowment.
It's written in rock and roll that all you need is love. But as a lot of you know out there, you also need a PA and a light rig and good manager and all these things. But I think much more than that, you need a great nose. And it's essential equipment if you want to be in a great rock and roll band.
I feel bad about that because I lost one of my pages, which explained seriously how I felt about them, and all I was left with, as I recall, was the page about how every great band needs a great nose.
More than any other group that ever was, The Who were our role models. I love them and I hate them for that. They took on more than any other group and succeeded at a lot of it. Pete Townshend's faith and doubt gave me great courage, and he's always been available. We in U2 are proud and have been humbled to be a part of a tradition that holds them high.
We'd like to welcome to the stage The Who.
I'd just like to thank Bono for giving me the idea to get a nose job and have it made bigger. Thank you very much.
The music that we've played and messed around with and busted up and everything else over the years has actually been rooted in and devoted to so much of the more conventional, the more straightforward and the more heart-oriented music that we've seen walk across the stage tonight. We've always felt an adjunct to rock and roll as much as attempting to be a part of it. We've been an irritant to it really as much as being innovators. And today, as ever, we don't know what's going to happen next. We never have. But when Phil Spector talked about new music, particularly the music which is now being made on the streets, it's not up to us to try to understand it. It's not even up to us to buy it. We just have to get the out of the way.
A year before The Who was inducted, Pete showed up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony to pay tribute to the Rolling Stones. His speech was as much a roast as a toast.